Hey Maya,
Hey, how's it
welcome.
going? Thank you.
It's going good. What's happening with you?
Um, I've been okay. I've been like stressed with my mom because she has just been like hounding me about getting married and like having kids. Like she's like really fixated on this and she's like won't talk to me about anything else. And I'm like, chill, like I'm only 25, you know? Um, yeah, so it's been annoying.
Are you interested in getting married and having kids?
I am. I just like I'm engaged, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to get married, but she's just like hurrying, like we want to take our time, you know? Like we want to move in and like live together, which she's like not for, and she wants us to just get married really quickly and of course like invite all these people and I'm like this is way too much. Like I want to get married because I want to be married, not because I want to have a wedding, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um and yeah, I think a part of it is also like she just wants grandkids really quickly too. So she's like, okay, get married, have kids, do the thing.
Classic mom.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know. I think she just wants to, I think this feels like a responsibility that's like on her to-do list, on her parent to-do list. Like once I, get my daughter married and settled, like I will have done my duty as a mom, you know? And I just don't know why she's like rushing it, you know? Cause like none of my other friends are married, you know? Um, yeah, yeah.
Does your mom have any like commentary on your friends who aren't married, or
Not really. Yeah,
what
she
about
doesn't
your
mention them.
siblings?
I have a younger brother, so I guess, usually I feel like in Indian families, like the older sibling gets married first and they kind of go like oldest to youngest, you know?
Mhm.
So they're not really like talking to him about it.
Is there an aspect of like Indianness in the way your mom is um
Hmm.
treating this situation?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, I think it's definitely sooner than I think some of my, like non Asian friends' moms are talking about marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that are like Irish Catholic who are also have like similar values, if you want to call them that, you know?
I know it well.
Yeah.
My mom's the same way.
Yeah. So it's sorry, I forgot your question. What were we talking about?
Oh, I was just asking if like her Indianness
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
background there was like a component to.
Yeah, I think so. I I just feel like it's also like uniquely her, you know? Like she has, in my opinion, like these undiagnosed like mental health issues, and I try to be empathetic about that, but at the same time like she is channeling all of that energy and anger she feels about those issues onto me, you know? And she's really, it doesn't even feel like it's about me, when she's
Hmm.
making me when she's talking to me about these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like her pushing her own agenda, you know?
Yeah, have you been able to discuss this with her at all?
Not really. Yeah. Not in a way that felt cathartic or productive.
Mm.
We just kind of yell at each other. I'm like, Mom, like, stop. Like, this isn't what I want to do. Like, stop rushing me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
And she's not necessarily listening to that too, is what
No.
is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. I think a part of me just wants to like get married and just get it over with, like get her off my back. But like, I don't know. I don't want to do that either, not really.
Yeah, well, I think you doing this on your time, um, on your schedule, like when it feels right,
Mm-hmm.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure from your mom, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's because I went back to India recently and like I'm 25, right? And a lot of my cousins who are like younger than me,
Mm.
like they just graduated college. And it's like amazing that like my girl cousins even like got to go to college, like that they weren't able to do that like generations ago, you know? And like immediately they just got married. Um, and it just makes me feel so torn and kind of icky, you know? The fact that, first of all, I get to even think about choosing when to get married. And also, like, yeah, should I be following in my like cultural footsteps? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, yeah, and then my mom, like, not being supportive at all about these feelings I'm having makes it like that much worse, you know? Like,
Mhm.
it doesn't feel like she's on my side. Um, and I don't feel like I can talk to her about these feelings I'm having.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, I'm curious, like your cousin's getting married so early. You said like in their early 20s.
Hmm.
Like is that a cultural aspect? Is that unique to their Indianness, or is that
I would say not. Like India's so big, right? And I think it more has to do with like the town that they're in. Like we're from
Mm,
like a smaller town and we weren't like my parents weren't raised in like this big city where, there's more like Western and like modern ideals sometimes where like girls get married later and they're more open about like their sexuality and all these things. So I think, yeah, definitely there is a cultural aspect to it. Um, but yeah, it's like family dependent sometimes. In my family, yeah, definitely like the girls do tend to get married a little younger.
mhm.
Um, yeah.
And you're the black sheep in this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're the only one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's also like, it's expected that you'll be the first to marry, right? You mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
earlier in the session.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, with your cousins, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. What are some other ways that you fit in like the family structure?
Mm,
Like we've identified the way that like you're not fitting right now.
mm-hmm.
What are some ways that you're fitting?
So I'm the older sister. I'm the older sibling. And I feel like I fulfill a lot of those stereotypes where I like take care of my parents and that I help them with all these logistical things. I help them with their taxes.
Mm.
I'm like a third parent to my younger brother sometimes, I'm like it's like enmeshed. And I didn't really realize that was even not normal until I met my fiance and I learned how his family dynamics worked. And his family is like Irish American. So, I was like, oh, like your parents like don't know everything about your financials and
Mm.
um you guys, they like kicked you out of the nest when you were
Mm.
18, like my parents like beg us to come live with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, so I feel like some of that I feel very like in tune with what girls back home do.
I see.
Yeah.
Not normal. When you said not normal, you mean not
Mm.
normal to the States. Like that
Yeah.
it's expected that, at 18, like you'll be independent and
Yeah.
like sort of on your own and not in your parents' life as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like being so involved with your folks?
I do. I don't hate it. I appreciate the support and my parents like have a lot of friends, so I have a lot of like aunties and uncles that like I could turn to for support if I needed to, and they're like all across the state. So like when I'm visiting a different city, like I'm able to have like someone, a familiar face. And yeah, I like, the amount that I am involved, but at the same time, I need them to understand that I'm my own person.
Hmm.
And I think they don't understand that sometimes. Yeah.
It sounds like what's happening right now isn't working necessarily. There's this difference in communication, or your mom's not listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are fighting, you're at odds.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you think of anything like that's different from the status quo that might help her to understand that you're independent and that you have your own identity that's unique to you?
Yeah. I think I just need to like tell her that, like Andrew and I are going to like take our time with this. I don't know. I just feel like I have to be open with her and like be honest. And I feel like I'm like anxious thinking about it because I've never really expressed my needs in that way before to her. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's the first step. Like,
With regards to your mom's reaction and the anxiety that this is causing you, which sounds entirely justifiable based on how she's treated you in the past.
Yeah.
What does your intuition tell you?
Like what she's gonna say, or like what
Yeah.
she's gonna.
What's her reaction going to be?
I think she'll probably be quiet for a little bit because she'll be surprised, and then she'll be like, "Okay, Nana, like let's. I hear you. Let me." I think she'll try to fight it a little bit and be like, "Well, I'm doing this because I care about you, and this is how we've done it. This is how people have done it in our family, and I just want the best for you." So I think it'll go along those lines.
Is that a satisfying outcome for you
Yeah.
in this imaginary world?
I think best we can hope for, yeah.
Best we can hope for?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the best we can do.
Yeah.
Are you interested in trying it between now and the next time we meet?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be here to process and support you as you go on this journey of being more open with your mom.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Maya.